We took a break from road tripping and I'm never in the mood for shopping. And I was, mainly because I'm getting my niece, my nephew and future niece some presents. And Nathan bought me a present because he's so cute. And we're just enjoying our little shopping. Where are we? Norfolk? I think we're in Norfolk.
That's what it's called?
Virginia, yeah.
I thought it was Norfolk.
Pole.
What the hell is this?
Not an exit. What'd you buy?
I bought you a hat.
He's so cute.
Looks too good on you.
What are you doing?
Protecting the hat at all costs.
He is so protective of every hat, whether it is mine or his.
It's hers.
A brim or water.
If you can't sit on a hat that's got a brim, it messes it up, or the bill. And these hats, they're especially hard to take care of.
Follow Nathan for more hat tips and tricks. Is this like a safe haven scene? Drenched, run to a restaurant. We are trying out Juan's Mexican Cafe.
Lately I've been chasing silver lines.
What is that, Smolder? Taking a video of you?
Painting shadowed places, yellow firelight riding, punctuated with a spark.
Center bases.
Chaos swirling order of a star. In the blue airwaves parted, I can move into your heart till the room spins around the violet arc, till the dew lifts with morning's amber art. We'll dance into the dark.
How was your burrito?
It's okay.
Didn't love it. That's kind of how I felt. I didn't love it. It needed a sauce. Was that kind of the same for you? It looks like it needed a sauce.
Yeah.
It's a good place. Don't know if we would highly recommend. We wouldn't highly recommend. Overall, food was kind of subpar. At least mine.
I mean, it was like good, but not. I don't know. I ate all mine. I liked it, but it's not something I
would go back to.
Yeah, probably.
Maybe something else on their menu. I got some fish tacos. He got a burrito. The fish tacos just needed a sauce. It just kind of was bland. But the experience overall was so awesome because we met not a local. We met someone who had just moved from Colombia. He's only been here for 2 weeks.
Yeah, so his English, he even told us, he's like, sorry, let me go grab someone. My English is like, it's very hard for me to understand. And then I was like, well, I speak Spanish, so we spoke in Spanish a lot, learned about him and exchanged numbers and stuff. He was a super nice guy. It was just good to speak Spanish again. He's a lot easier to understand. Mexico Spanish is a little harder. Like, I actually really hardly understand Mexico Spanish. But South America, it's all got its different types and dialects, but for the most part, South America is a lot easier to understand for me. And maybe it's because I know a lot of people from different countries. All in all, it was a good time because I got to speak a lot of Spanish again.
It was really fun watching him talk with him. But John, we hope you're watching and hope you see this. It was so great to meet you, and we're so happy that we got to make that connection here.
Wake up, step into the world outside. The future never looks so bright. Can't you hear it calling us? Let go, leave all of your cares behind. You never know where you might find. Sunny days are coming up. Dreaming of tomorrow, soaking up the sun. We can sit and talk about
The start of our day was kind of hard. We came to the American Civil War Museum. It's the White House
of the Confederacy.
Yeah, White House of the Confederacy. They have free parking, but your vehicle has to be under 6 feet 5 inches. And obviously we are not. We're over 10 feet. And so we drove around and around and around to try to find parking. We finally found parking, but it was like a 10-minute walk from here. But if you're in a car, there's free parking. But we parked a long ways away. We were a little bit late for our tour, but it was fine because they hadn't started yet. So we were grateful for that when we got here. They were super nice, super considerate of us not finding parking. We were trying to get here. One thing is you can't call, you have to email to contact, so it was kind of frustrating because we were trying to call to see where it would be best to park, but we couldn't. We got here and the tour was mainly about like the families who had lived here and what their lifestyle was like, how they used the house. Not as much like about the Confederacy or the...
A little bit. It was more about the family and what he did. And that was the Confederate president.
And it was really cool because they said that there was a lot of journals or just writings about how the house looked because they let public people come in on a certain day and greet the president and his wife. And so they had a lot of like things that they could prove of like why this table was there or that it was an original table that they owned. So it was really cool with that. I didn't feel like I was in a Confederate house or like in that setting per se, but it was really interesting to hear the history on it and to see how much that they have done to make it a perfect replica. And it was a really gorgeous house and it was really cool to see the design, everything matching, the crazy fabrics and wallpapers, so it was really cool in that way. Now I think we are going to go to a different museum and get all of our history in for today, and it is a free Holocaust museum here in Richmond, and they said they had bus parking, so we're gonna figure that out. Of course our luck is this with our parking today. I almost tripped on that brick. I was looking up the museum. It's totally free, but you have to register before. At the top it says it will be closed due to reconstruction June 30th to July 9th. Today is July 9th. The museum opens tomorrow, but we are not staying in Richmond for another day. So, super bummed, but we can't do that today.
Oh, we could run away, 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 away. We don't have to stay, we could run away. Away, 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 away. Oh, we could run away, run away. Let's go. Dive into the deep blue sky. Come with me to paradise. Can't you hear it calling us? Dreaming of tomorrow, soaking up the sun. We can go and find the magic. Yeah, we could run away, 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 away. We don't have to stay, we could run away. Away, 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 away. Oh, we could run away, run away. Away, 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 away. We don't have to stay, we could run away. Away, 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 away. We don't have to stay, we could run away. Away, 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 away. Oh, we could run away. Yeah, we could run away, 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 away. We don't have to stay, we could run away. Away, 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 away. Oh, we could run away, run away. Away, 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 away. We don't have to
The
stay.
University of Virginia really surprised us. It has a lot of history and it is so beautiful. It was created by Thomas Jefferson, and so all the buildings are red brick buildings, very old historical buildings, and it's beautiful on campus to see that. To see that the original things are still there. Thomas Jefferson had slaves at that time, so those slaves built campus, and just a newly made memorial. All the slaves that built campus, and that really hit me because there are some names that are painter because they don't know their actual name. There's also a lot of blank spots because they don't know what they did or their name, and it really hit hard to me that some of them are nameless, which is really heartbreaking to me. And so I appreciate that they have that memorial there to give recognition and some facts about what terrible things had happened and that we need to remember. And so awesome to UVA for having that and creating that just recently. We also here in Virginia have been able to stay with family, and it has been such a nice break. We have stayed the weekend, we got AC, we've never slept better. I actually am cold, hence my sweater. Nathan likes to keep it freezing at night, so I have to dress in my warmest clothing, which I don't have very warm clothing, and it's been such a breather. It's been so fun to see family and to experience some of these things with them. We also, like you saw, went to Ragged Mountain Natural Trail, and that is just a super beautiful hike. You can stop wherever you want on the trail and turn around. It is a big loop. For the whole loop, it's almost 7 miles, so we didn't complete that all. We've had the best time in Virginia. We love it. Next week, we will have a video out of part 2 Virginia, because we are not done here in Virginia, but we are going to be leaving family's house, and we are going to keep on exploring, go to some national parks and see some beautiful views. So stay tuned for that. Thanks for being here. We are so appreciative of you being here, liking, commenting, and sharing. We really have been so blessed to be able to be on this trip, and we are beyond grateful. Every day we're like, wow, we are really blessed to be able to be on this trip. And so we are so grateful that you are here with us. Thanks for watching. Catch you next time.
What are you doing?
Taking a video of you. I almost tripped on that brick. Pull.
What the hell is this?
Not an exit.